Well, it's heavier than I thought it would be. Right. Thanks to everyone who voted for this record. It's really an honour to be and a privilege to be standing here representing the band and receiving it. Someone told me 5 years ago when I arrived in the country that this would happen. I wouldn't have believed them. I've got a short list of thank yous to make, starting with those at Sony Music. Firstly, to Dennis Hanlon, thank you for leading the company with your passion and drive in consistently signing exciting and progressive artists to the roster, and for making the company a really enjoyable place to work. An extra special personal thank you for having the foresight to keep our studio going in an era where a lot of labels were closing theirs. I really believe it's an asset to the company, and I'm very glad to be able to be a part of the organisation. To Pat Hanlon and the A&R team, particularly Paul Harris, thank you for entrusting me with your artist projects and for providing encouragement and support to achieve our own results. A large part of the enjoyment of my job is not only the quality of the music, but the quality of the people that we get to work with. So thank you for signing artists that are not only amazingly talented, but also the nicest people to work with. I can't thank everyone personally at Sony, but particularly with respect to this project, a few to mention would be Tim Pithouse, Ian Grady and Wayne Ringrow, and all of whom have trusted me with the projects and been very supportive of my work and career, and whose efforts have contributed to this album. Not many people achieve a lot in this industry without learning those who are already successful. I'm really lucky to have learned from some of the best personally. In particular, Chris Sheldon, Mike Crossy, Marcus Dravs and James Lewis when I was working in the UK. And since I've been over here, Louis Shaw, John Castle, Carl Cash, John Hume, thank you so much for being generous with all your knowledge and experience, and apologies to anyone I've missed off there. Thank you to my beautiful and very tolerant wife Ellie and my mostly patient son Ollie. It's not really easy being married to someone who often works long hours at short notice, or who having a daddy who can't play cars because he's got to go to work on a Sunday. So thank you for your love and always being supportive and understanding. A few great records have been made without great teams. In our case, we had Peter Katis who mixed most of the record and did an excellent job. And there was also brilliant additional engineering and assistance from Peter Holtz, Lewis Mitchell, Josh Pearson and Tim McCartney. So thank you for all your efforts. Lastly, to the boys in the band, their manager, Kurt Bailey, and to Dave Andrew, who contributed so much to the album. A few weeks ago in Adelaide, I got to see the band live, and I was given a wonderful shout-out, so now it's my turn. The very first sessions I did with Gangs produced the songs Shamboxer and Radio Face on the first album, which are still in the band's live set. The first session for this album produced Fear and Trembling, that's on the album, that opens the album. I don't think I've ever felt as much a part of a band as I have working with these guys. It began almost immediately with the positions, continued through making the Let Me Be Clear EP with Carl Cash, and has now gone on to working with Go Father. I mean, aside from the talent, they're just lovely human beings to be with. Making this album, I think we shared a common goal, and I think that shows in the end result. As a producer and engineer, you only have, if you don't have great material to work with or an artist able to deliver it, then you really don't have anything. So it's so rewarding to be a part of an album that I would have been a fan of, even if I hadn't been involved in making it. I'm a really big believer in the idea that if you've got a band with great songs, a great frontman, and most importantly, everyone is sort of focused in the same direction and working hard towards a common goal, then they'll generate those opportunities for themselves. And these guys have got that and more, so I can't really wait to see where they go internationally in the future. I wouldn't often speak on behalf of them. Here I think I can. This is for Emmy Grace Andrew and her family. Thank you very much.